Star MMA back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe. Today we are going to be going over underrated UFC fighters by division, okay? So, starting off with the flyweight division, I got Pantoja's toughest matchup if they ever fought, Tatsuro Taira. Come on, bro. You can't tell me this guy wouldn't be Pantoja's toughest matchup. Like, no one even factors this guy in the title picture because of his loss to Royval, obviously, but his grappling combined with being a pretty good striker and his good wrestling, I think this is the toughest matchup for Pantoja at flyweight unless Muhammad Mokaev came back to the UFC. I think Pantoja, like, we've seen him fight Steve Erceg, primary grappler, not known for being the best striker, got knocked out by Kai Kara, gave Pantoja major issues. I think Tatsuro Taira could do that, but to a larger level. You know, I think that's why I think Tatsuro Taira is the toughest matchup in the division for Pantoja. Moving on to the bantamweight division, I feel like I'm gonna get some hate for saying this guy's underrated, but I actually give this guy a good chance. I think he has the second best chance of beating Merab in the entire division. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Why are people not wanting to see the Merab rematch? Who else do you want to see fight for the belt, bro? Do you want to see Peter Yan get 50-45 again? I actually really would be interested in seeing this fight with O'Malley having more than one hip. Like, I think to beat Merab, you're not going to be able to decision him in a 5-round fight. It's just really hard because he just has endless gas tank. And I think you need someone who can put his lights out. And the only guy who I see at bantamweight who has the opportunity soon to fight for the title who could put Merab's lights out is O'Malley. I don't think Yan has the power to put Merab's lights out, and I think Yan is small for bantamweight, honestly. O'Malley's a bigger bantamweight. His height might give him some advantage to defend Merab's takedowns. And I think O'Malley has a chance to put him away in round 1 or 2, and then if it gets past that, I would not like his chances. He hurt Merab to the body in round 5 in their first fight, and if you rewatch that fight, it was much closer than you'd think. I recently rewatched it, and which is why I'm putting O'Malley as the most underrated fighter in bantamweight, and I saw O'Malley actually did pretty well. His striking looked good. Like, Merab's taunts and the way he fights makes it look like he's winning more than he is, especially since, honestly, I didn't expect Merab to win, which kind of gave me the mental perception that O'Malley was doing much worse. So, but I think O'Malley has the best chance, but besides Umar, if Umar gets a rematch, I think O'Malley has the best chance to beat Merab. So I think he's underrated. Next, this guy has been continuously underrated. I'm seeing people saying, oh, Diego Lopez is going to run through him. I know I'm putting highly ranked fighters as underrated, but because people are forgetting, man. Alexander Volkanovski, bro. I swear this guy's going to butcher Diego Lopez and remind people, and then people are going to be saying, oh, Topuria wouldn't have beat him if he wasn't coming off the Islam loss, which I think Topuria still would have won. But I think this guy's going to butcher Diego Lopez. I think people are underrating him. People are saying this guy would lose to Movsar. I'm a Movsar. I think Movsar would beat Lopez, but I think Volk would butcher Movsar too. I think Volk is so good. I think people are just forgetting. I understand he's 36, 37. People are forgetting how good this guy is. Literally, was it a year and a half ago or 2 years ago? 2 years ago. Damn, 2 years ago now. He fought Islam for the first time, and that was like a close-ass fight. And then he beat Yair after that, like a year and a half ago. And he looked good in the second Islam fight. He defended all of Islam's takedowns and then just got caught with the head kick. 10 days notice, by the way. Second Topuria fight, he won round 1. People forget Volk won round 1 and then he got knocked out. Everyone gets knocked out by Topuria, though. Literally, he cracked Max Holloway's uncrackable chin. That's why I think Volk is very underrated, and I think he's going to butcher Diego Lopez. That's my prediction. Next, at lightweight, people have been coming around on this guy more recently, but like 6 months ago, I'd say this guy's easily one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. Paddy Pimblett, bro. People still look at the Jared Gordon fight where he just did horribly and are like, oh, Paddy sucks, blah, blah, blah. I do think he keeps his chin too high in the air. I don't think his striking is elite. This guy's elite grappling, though. Who does that to Bobby Green, bro? He submitted him easy. Faster than Islam, by the way. But it's a interesting point. Faster than Islam. But I think he's gonna butcher Michael Chandler. I don't know why they don't have his upcoming fight on the screen, but I think he's gonna butcher Michael Chandler. I think Michael Chandler might land. Honestly, I see Michael Chandler dropping him. I see Michael Chandler catching him with something early, dropping him, and then people are like, "Oh, Patty sucks, fraud check, blah blah blah," and then Patty in like the second round, just like I can so see him dropping Chandler. Chandler's chin sucks, bro. He got dropped by Tony Ferguson. He got dropped by post-Gaethje Tony Ferguson. People forget about that. Chandler has no chin, and it's not getting any better, bro. He's like 39 now. Took a few years off. Looked super rusty and not able to defend anything against Oliveira. Oliveira looked like he was fucking Bo Nickel at Penn State out there, bro. He was just out wrestling him. I think Patty has good wrestling, good grappling. And I could definitely see Patty just like definitely winning that fight. I think we're gonna see Pat. I think Patty's gonna fight for the title eventually. Not against Islam. I don't think Islam will last that long. But I think Patty's gonna beat Chandler, and they're gonna give him like low key. I could see them giving him Dan Hooker, and if he beats Dan Hooker, give him a title shot. Like I wouldn't even be mad at that, bro. If he beat Hooker and Chandler, like I really wouldn't be mad. But next, this guy's recent to the UFC, looked really good in his last fight. I think this guy could beat so many of the people above him. I'm going with Michael Page. Look, bro, I understand he lost to Ian Gary in that boring fight. I just think he's so much better. Like Gilbert Burns, you're telling me this guy wouldn't butcher Gilbert Burns. I think he would knock the fuck out of Gilbert Burns. There's so many guys ranked above him that he could just beat. Like I think he would beat Jeff Neal too. Like I don't understand why. I wish he just stuck to welterweight and didn't take the Share Bullet fight, because I'm also a Share Bullet glazer. When didn't want him to lose his O, but I wish he would stick to welterweight and just like try and cement a legacy there, because this guy's good. He has really awkward, weird striking that's hard to figure out, and I think he could cause some problems and become like a top 7, top 6 guy. Give him like I give him someone like top 10. Give him Wonder. I think Wonder Boy is ranked number 9. I understand they said, oh, it's two positives doesn't equal a positive all the time. Blah blah blah. Whatever they said about how it's not gonna be entertaining. I want to see this guy move up in the rankings. I would love to see this guy fight like some of the more highly touted prospects in the division. I don't want to keep seeing him fight just like fun fights, because I do think this guy's really good. Next, I'm moving to middleweight. This is easily Khamzat's hardest fight in the division. Don't at me. I'm going with Imavov, bro. I think Imavov is actually like the guy who could have something for Khamzat. I'm not even kidding. I think Khamzat runs through Dricus. I think he would run through Strickland. But I think Imavov presents an interesting issue, because Imavov's pretty durable. I know he got knocked out by Strickland, but come on. Like, that was a while ago. He's durable, good power, good takedown defense, good grappling. Look, I think this is the toughest fight for Khamzat in the division, and people don't really like care that Imavov's the number 1 contender right now. He's lined up next for a title for sure, title shot. I could see this guy genuinely beating Khamzat. If someone at 185 is going to beat Khamzat, I think it's going to be Imavov, and I'm going to rest on that take. Call me a casual in the comments, say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Bro, he's so well-rounded, and that's the type of thing you need to beat a guy like Khamzat. I could see him just like surviving, maybe losing 10-9, 2-3 rounds to Khamzat, and then in the later rounds he like starts pouring it on when Khamzat kind of loses his gas tank, because that guy goes at 100 miles per hour early. He thinks he's going to finish everyone in the first round, and then he doesn't, and he gets kind of screwed. We saw that in the Gilbert Burns fight. We saw that in the Usman fight. Like, we saw the opposite in the Kevin Holland fight, where it actually works out and everyone thinks he's fucking crazy, which he is. He's crazy talent. But I think Imavov's very underrated. I think we could see Imavov finish as champion at the end of 2026. 2026. Don't at me. Next, light heavyweight. Do I think this guy's going to lose his next fight? Probably. I'll pick against him. But do I think he's underrated? Yes. Jamal Hill, bro. Look, I understand people don't like the guy. I get that. Like, he's not a very likable guy. Why does he have that little smirk on his face right now? But he's not a very likable guy. I understand that. But you can't deny the man's one of the best light heavyweights on the planet. They're just doing him so brutally with this matchmaking. He looked good against Yuri, like, until he didn't. I think he dropped Yuri once or twice. The Roundtree fight, like, they're just trying to do my man Jamal Hill dirty. Like, after he won the belt, everyone was glazing him, blah, 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 and then He's an honorable guy. I know this isn't the video, but he vacated the belt when he tore his Achilles. Like, respect, bro. Respect to Jamal, but I do think he's underrated. I think he shouldn't have taken a fight against Khalil Roundtree just because he's been knocked out twice in a row and let his chin rest. I would have taken a fight lower down the rankings, but I know he's super competitive. That's my thing. But I do think he's a good striker, good grappling. In the Glover fight, dominated Glover on the ground and Glover on the feet. I think this guy would beat Jan Blachowicz. I really do. Glover dominated Jan Blachowicz. I understand weird circumstances. Jan didn't look like himself, but come on, like, put some respect on Jamal Hill's name. Next at heavyweight, this is Tom Aspinall's toughest fight besides John Jones for sure. Jailton Almeida. Look, I do think Aspinall would dispose of Cyril Gane easily, but I think Jailton Almeida is low-key a sleeper for a tough fight, bro. Solid striker, very good technically, crazy good grappler. I could see Aspinall. We've never seen Aspinall really tried to get like offensively, or like we haven't seen his defensive wrestling yet. And Almeida's a damn good wrestler. Would I pick Almeida to beat Aspinall? No, but I do think this is a sleeper contender. I think Almeida would beat everyone in the division besides Jones, and Aspinall. I think in a Blades rematch, Almeida would beat him. Look, I know we don't like the guy, boring fight style. The Derek Lewis fight was, I typed my friend up. I was like, bro, bet on Derek Lewis. Like, if this, or like, I said bet on no decision or something. So he was like, bro, I need a lock. And he bet on no decision, and the fight went 5 rounds. So, not the biggest Almeida fan, but I can appreciate skill. He's very underrated. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Those are my underrated fighters by division. Please like and subscribe. Comment on the video. Comment why I'm a casual. Comment what you think of my takes. Thank you.